Well, I finished the new desk. Put the under the desk keyboard and mouse holder in on it today. So here we are, and I'm putting out a new video called "Creating Creation." Is it possible for you to create a new you? Creating Creation is actually the name of my last book. I have 5 books out about bringing forth peace on earth, about first internal peace, creating a new you, and then, of course, collective peace. First, we must each create a new self, create a new you, if you will. Actually, the first book I had out was A New Consciousness Born, You Are the Source. So, it's been a long 41 years, and I look for thousands, and I have found thousands of different ways of having conversation about this, and all of them have failed. People don't seem to have an interest in peace on earth. They'd rather go to church. They'd rather pray about it and hope and dream and maybe someday, and oh, if only somebody would come down and save us. Far more interesting. Look at the churches, millions and millions and millions of people. Rather than creating internal peace, discovering a manner in which you can be free, we seem to be waiting for a deity or somebody to come down and do it for us, take care of us. I think they call it the Savior or some darn thing. I might suggest that if it is to be, it's up to me. And I've been creating creation, a new human, a new world where there is no war for 41 years. I'm wondering if there's anyone interested in joining, creating a new you first, and then creating a new collective consciousness. That happens, if you will, through mass movement, critical mass. I don't know the number that it will take to bring forth a new consciousness. Peace on earth. But it isn't that great, because the energy put forth from the transformed human being from one is equal to many, many thousands of others. So if it is of interest to you to create a new you, then the thing you must be in order to do that is you. You need to be exactly as you are, doing exactly as you do, with one slight distinction. The observation of what it is you're doing and who it is that you are and what it is that you're thinking. Do your thoughts match your actions? A perfect question to ask yourself. Do you put forth that you care for peace on earth and then own a gun? Do you say that you care to have a world where we care for one another and then get arguing get into arguments and fights? And are you jealous? Do you have periods of depression? Then you need to create a new you. And the manner in which you do that is that you observe the you that you are. That's given the you that you are, you invented. I must say that again. You invented. So I'll create for you, if you will, a distinction. There's two ways in which you can live your life. Well, in either one of those, there's a whole lot of them, but essentially two. You can live your life from creation and intelligence and knowledge, or, creation, intelligence, and truth. I jumped into the other side there real quickly. Or knowledge, thought, and belief. I'm going to suggest to you strongly that if you care to create a new you, then it needs to be created. Do you see? It cannot be invented. You cannot bring it forth from thought. The person that you are now is the person that you invented yourself to be. You are an invention, meaning you are a repeat of what has been going on for thousands of years. The manner in which you break being an invention, meaning just a different form of the same thing, and each time an invention is copied, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. I'm suggesting right now we're at about the weakest point of reproducing ourselves. So if you care to create a new you, then what you need to do is create creation. You could say, I create creation. And if you do create creation, then you have for yourself a place to create from. Hello, Jim. And if you have a place to create from, you can then bring forth something new. And my guess is if you had an opportunity to bring forth something new, the something new would be you. A new you, in other words. And if it were a new you, my guess is you would like for it to be a you without anger, a you without jealousy, a you without violence, which is anger, jealousy, belief, religion, all of those things. So here's my suggestion. I'll say it again. My suggestion is for you to bring forth within yourself creation by saying, I create creation. And then you have a new space from which to create your life. It doesn't have anything in it. It's new. It's not ever having been there before. So you can create something that you've never been before in it. That would be the ending of violence within yourself. Creation, intelligence, truth, which is encapsulated, you could encapsulate it in the word love, can have no violence. Conversely, the opposite side of it, knowledge, thought, and belief, can have no intelligence. It can only have the repetition of itself. So if you truly care about yourself, care about your family, care about your city, state, country, world, probably you don't, you just pretend you do, then the possibility I present for you is create creation. Create your next moment from nothing, from no memory, from no past. Creation is the negation of your past and the beginning new from nothing, from creation. So if that's something that rings a bell with you, then there's only one thing you need to do. Give 100% of your life to creating creation. Here's a little secret about creation. Once you create, for instance, that you'll be a new being, a new human, there's nothing left for you to do. Nothing for you to do. Except be who and what it is that you are and observe it in the instance of the happening. It's called living in the present, or living, what is that nutcase Tully? There's a guy that renamed himself after a German guy, Eckhart Tolle. Living. This is how silly. In the now, there can be no power. In the now, there can only be energy. In the now, there's only creation. There's only intelligence. There's only the truth. If your life comes from invention, from knowledge and thought and belief, that's where power is. Power is the gun. Power is the bullet. Power is the jealousy, the anger. Power is money. Power is that which what this world is made of for the last many thousands of years. So here's my question again. By the way, the 5 books that I have out, none of them sell. They're not really, well, they're for sale. However, they're also free. You can read all 5 of them. www.selftransformation.org. And bam, there they are. Just download them and read them. Bunch of blogs on there and 250 videos on there as well. So if you care for creating a new you, thereby creating a new world, then give 100% of your intent to creating creation. The rest will fall into place. A perfect experience of creating creation to each of you. See ya.